One issue that I really wanted to get into since last year was the issue of data centers. They are a big community issue right now. My schedule of videos last year wouldn't allow me to get into this issue at that time, so I'm getting into this issue now. It's a really big issue and problem, and it may have come to a county near you. You might even be experiencing this issue at the local level right now, depending on where you live. I believe they are a technological consequence of the world that we live in, namely because of the internet right now. Therefore, they have to go somewhere. But there are problems with where they end up in regards to water pollution and power outage problems and issues within usually counties. So in this video, I'm going to take a deeper dive into this issue and offer you a solution to the problem, which I don't really think is out there right now in our society. So here we go. They probably create about as many jobs as Bitcoin or these kinds of data centers or these kinds of entities. Many people do not want them in their communities. That is very conspicuous right now. In fact, in states like Wisconsin, Michigan, and even up in Canada, people have protested to keep these data centers out of their essentially municipalities and counties. Many of these people do not want them near their property, their houses, or their neighborhoods or subdivisions. For example, a woman in Wisconsin went to a city council meeting there and was actually arrested for stating her opinion on this issue. I'm all for free speech in this nation, and I really hope our society does not start coming to that. I think there's a fair way to do it. One thing is through referendum. That is one solution to the problem. And I'm going to explain myself on that issue right now. I think it needs to be left up to a vote of the people in these cities or possibly these counties. I'm a big proponent of letting an entire county vote on this. It's the direct democracy way of doing it. Let's face it, folks, they are not the typical businesses, and they can cause problems in areas such as with obviously water pollution, other forms of pollution, and power outages. In many scenarios, they are about as popular as adult entertainment, Bitcoin, or big box stores that put others out of businesses in a community. For example, big box stores, which is a big issue with these kinds of problems, put a lot of mom and pop businesses out of business in certain counties or cities. That's been a big problem in this nation since the 1990s. It's the classic NIMBY issue. Well, what is NIMBY? NIMBY is an acronym. If you don't know what it means, that means not in my backyard. They essentially want it in somebody else's backyard. They don't want it where they live. That's not always reality in every situation in America, but that's how they feel. It's possible they can drive other businesses out of business in regards to power outages, water, and other forms of pollution. They can also force other businesses to relocate, which is a big problem and unfair to established businesses in those counties. When it comes to laws and zoning at the local level, I think it's kind of a wash, because with these kinds of issues like with data centers, you can argue those issues either way. It's very, very subjective. So therefore, as a matter of public policy, I think it should be left up to the people to vote on, preferably at the county issue, because data centers usually cause county problems. Leaving it to the vote of the people is a democratic way of doing it that gets around all these zoning, lawsuit, and legal debates, usually in my opinion. People should decide the future of their communities, and thus they should be voting on it as a matter of policy. Just like public planners plan out a county or a municipality or township, so should the public be deciding the future of their communities on these issues. Public planners decide the future of cities and counties. The public should be deciding the future of their communities and their tax bases on these issues. Leave it to a vote of the people by referendum at the county level when it comes to data centers. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your consideration. Thank you for your time commitment to my channel once again this year. I will see you again next week. It's free to subscribe.